Hello YouTube, welcome back. Mike the Gambling Guy here, and we're bringing you day 15 of the challenge. So before we actually get into the challenge, let's talk about the challenge a little bit, right? This is my armchair challenge that we started at the beginning of the month, and we are progressing through this. So we had started with a $5 unit, have gone up to a $10 unit, and today you're going to see we have obtained the $15 unit because our bankroll has exceeded $19.20. So what does that mean? That means that since it's an armchair challenge, it has 4 legs to it. So my bankroll has 4 legs. I could take a loss and I still have 3 legs left to get that back. So if I would take a loss at this leg size, my leg size is $480, and at a $15 bankroll, it takes me about 3 days to get that leg back. So if I was doing something like a martingale and I would just blow up my bankroll, well, it takes me a long time to get that bankroll back, right? So in doing it this way, I'm ensuring that I've got at least 3 legs left. Now, if I happen to lose that next leg going through that, I'm now at a progression high enough that I could always go back to going, okay, well, let's just take the risk off the table. Instead of taking now 6 days to gain 2 more legs back, I could just reduce my bankroll size and just start over at a lower level, right? Have 4 legs again and continue to grow it from there. So you have a lot of options with this. You don't have to have it done within 31 days. But you're going to see now that we are at a $15 level, we're getting 11 units a day is our goal, $160 a day, and we only have to do this for 4 days. So hopefully in 4 days, we're going to be up to a $20 unit, in which you can see I only have to do the $20 unit for 3 days. So I think doing the math here, here's 7, there's 2. We're 16 days away from getting to where we can just start hauling money out, right? We're just going to start hauling money out of this casino on a daily basis. All right, so let's get there. One day at a time. So let's just keep working this one day at a time. Let's take a look and see what's going on with rooms at the casino. Oh, we can see she just pulled her cut card there. So we know we're not going to be joining that room. Let's take a look at the other one. Oh, look, we had just started this one. Better timing. Hopefully it's better timing, right? So notice my balance. We are at $2,031. So I had actually hit a couple ties back to back yesterday, which really ballooned my balance. So my goal today is actually to get to 2,100 is my final goal, and we're doing a $15 unit. I'd have to do the math and go, how many units? How many units is that? Because it's a $15. It's not a unit I'm used to playing to figure out how many I'm at. But that's okay. We'll just keep playing $15 units until we till we get closer, right? So we know that I wanted to try to win 3 to 5 units during this session. Hopefully they come easily. And we can see right now that it has gone. We're going to continue to do, right? And you expected it. You saw it coming. We're going to do the dance. So this started off as being a mirror, or I like to say yes, a no mirror, I like to say no. So then went to a yes. So right now it's just doing the quick step, right? It's just warming up. But look at our derived roads on our small road, or the short road, whatever this one's called. It is nothing but blue bullets here. So that is certainly on its own streak. The main road, it's gone mostly chop back and forth with a little bit of onesies and twosies. And we continue to do the short step back and forth dance over here, which is fine. Everything's kind of going back and forth, which isn't bad at all. And that's how sometimes I was actually just playing a shoe before I decided to make this recording, and there really weren't any ties in the shoe. We were 40 some hands deep before the very first tie showed up, and just the symmetry that was in the shoe, there was some pretty long streaks. So I don't mind when a tie jumps in, because that does, again, affects the energy of what's happening in the game, and can make some things happen. And here we can see we had 5 results that were back and forth with 1 tie. So if we wanted to, we could try to jump on this since it was 5 times. What would that give us? So here, if we were going to go for banker, would be the case. It would be another blue dot, and I just quickly threw that out there. So we are looking for a no, in this case, to see if the energy and the trend continues with the 1v1s. There's 1 unit, so remember, if the energy is presenting itself, there's nothing wrong with that. Take advantage of the energy however it is being presented. So in this case, because on that big-eyed boy road, not the big-eyed boy road, the small road, the short road, it's one of those two, this derived road down here, it's nothing but chaos has been happening. And that has been out here 9 times. So if we would have expected that to continue, our next bet that we would expect to see here would be a player for that chaos to continue. It's gone 9 times. It's a good streak. Absolutely a good streak. 0-0. It's next to a tie. So we're going to get an 8 over here to pull that player. No, we're just going to get another. Just going to get another one that is on the blue there. So in this case, it would be looking for a banker to continue that. And that would also make sense on the 1v1 because then it would be a mirror. I mean, it'd be great if we get our 2 units right here without actually having to do a longer, slower dance. I mean, if we could pump up the beat, right? Pump up the beat. We'll get this coming faster. Let's see if this works out here. A 2 and a 0. So let's see what the player pulls. Player goes up to a 5. Becker's going to need a little bit of help. And they got all the help. I mean, they went right up to a 9. So that is fantastic. So right there, we just knocked out 2 units. And you got to see a little bit of a quicker step on the dance. And again, it's the energy coming out in the game. Trust the energy in the game. Now that is... Let's see, is that 7 times that has happened? So we had 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 times. So I would actually anticipate that this one was going to be a player just to throw a stone in this. That it's actually going to go back to back. Because when I'm playing roulette, when the 7th thing shows up, and there's a lot of different ways that it can materialize, I just don't make a bet. Don't bet against it. Like I wasn't just going to go bet on player there, but I also wasn't going to bet on banker. It's a time to take a pause. So here, let's see if we can get the bet on player. And we're going to see if we can have this slow dance here continue doing the one-on-one. Now notice the chaos did stop, right? So that went, 11 times? And then it finally went over to the red. All the other patterns have been holding. Now, if we would happen to get player to win here and to continue doing this 1v1 step, then I would actually put a 3rd circle on the big-eyed boy road, which didn't happen. So the big-eyed boy road continues to have success there. So this is really our first bet. And we're stepping right up to $30 since we're doing a $15 unit. Because with our 1v1, right, didn't work. So we're going to our second bet progression. And I am using the Fibonacci bet sequence, 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 5 units, 8 units, 13 units. And if I hit 13 units, well, that was my unit. That was my leg. Hit your leg for the day. I mean, you cut off a leg, you go get help. Because there's no reason you need to be out there again after you'd cut off a leg. So come on, I need some help. Did not get it that time. So apparently it was doing the streaky before. So right now if I go for a banker, that would be a red circle there. It would be a blue on the big-eyed boy road. But we bet the third and fourth progressions. Right, so we're looking for a mirror here. Oh, up against the 7 again. Let's just get that 7-7 tie. Have the tie energy show up. Now, I'll take the win. Right? Even though the win, third bet, it's a refund, but that's okay because we were already up. Given the quick dance that was happening here, we were doing good with the quick dance. Our dealer is Bubbles. What a cute name. Hopefully they get to pick their own names. Okay, this dealer's Gina. Apparently the last one was Bubbles. So if this one we would be expecting a boomerang, it would be another banker here. But considering that was the first run we have had, longer than one, a boomerang hasn't been proven one way or the other. But you could technically say that everyone was a boomerang because they just kept going back and forth. And that certainly would have been a boomerang for $15 there. So as far as the other patterns in the Cockroach Pig Road, you can see that the blue slashes are getting a little bit of a run. The Big Eyed Boy Road just finally broke out. So it would be a player bet if those two were going to continue. I actually like the player in this one because then on the short road, this would give us a bullet here, meaning that resistance would work. And looks like the player is going to win. So again, if I can kind of show you how I look at the patterns on the derived roads, and you also see how I do the dance, you're getting a 2-for-1 video. I mean, what a value! All this costs you is your time. Charge anything for this? Okay, so we do have a bet here on the banker. So that would also give us a blue dash, give us a red bullet, and a blue circle. So the blue circle would continue to go. So I do like the banker on this one. Not as strong as the last one, but let's see if we can hold it out. And you got to see what? The dance, and you got to see the derived roads win there. So from this point, let's take our winnings from this table and run, because normally I don't like going more than 2. When I'm playing on my own outside of recording, I'm pretty good at doing a one hit and run. I don't even need to stick around and wait for the boomerang a lot of times. I'll just get my one hit and run because I'm playing throughout the day. Right now I need 11 units. So if I need 11 units, I can get a couple units in the morning. I can just come back on later and just watch it. Jump on, grab 1 unit, close her down. Don't have a problem doing that. But this table was on a fun run, and I'm glad you got to see that. I want to see what her result is here. Not that we're going to bet it. So it went back. So she's back to doing the quick step, right? But only 4 of them. So I guess there is 5 there. 6. 1, 2, 3. No, those were both no's. So it was just 1, 2, 3 that she had there as far as a quick step. So let's just take a look at the other table. I might have gotten, session expired. So let's see what's going on here. We had a no, yes, yes. So here we'd be going for a no. Banker is certainly in control of this shoe so far. 7-1 with 3 ties. 3 ties. That is impressive. So maybe the banker is going to hopefully stay on their run here, because this would certainly be our bet sequence number 2, but it is in the number 4th position because we had 3 mirrors before this. Baccarat to Baccarat. Gotta beat a 1. Can we beat a 1? Yes. All right, we're going to continue to do our dance. And we are 1 unit away from closing out this day. That is fantastic. 1 unit away. Why do they always say the hardest units or the last unit is the hardest to get? Why do they always say that? What are they doing to me? keep telling me that the last unit's the easiest one to get. Oh, I didn't get it all in there in time. I was like, we should probably do a boomerang. Banker has been so strong here. Player reduces. Can we get a tie? And look at our energy line. I really shouldn't be surprised that a tie came there. Also wouldn't be a surprise that a tie comes here either. But I don't really need the tie. Let's just see if the tie is going to show up. I mean, if we don't get it, if we get the tie, because unfortunately I can't play the tie for like $1. It's a $5 minimum. We'll take the win. But you can see I am at $2,099.71. That's a win. So we are going to keep that in the W column. I have grass to go mow. Wish me luck with that. But if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. Really trying to grow my subscribership. That would be fantastic if you're not currently subscribed. And to those that have, I thank you very much, because we have now exceeded the 300 number. And I know you're going, 300 number, that doesn't sound like a lot. That's actually, I'm super pleased having a 300 number. But I'm considering what to do once we get to 1,000 subscribers, right? Should I do some kind of a giveaway? That just seems like a fun thing to do once we get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help me get there, we're going to figure out something to reward y'all for subscribing. And then we're going to continue to have fun and bring prizes, because as long as we keep making the money, let's do something. So shoot me something in the comments. If what would be a good idea? What do you enjoy when they have a subscriber-based reward for that? I think those contests are fun. I've joined several of those, never won, but somebody's winning, and the channels are flourishing. They're having a good time. I do enjoy watching other people's work as well. So again, appreciate the likes. Smash that subscribe button. It really, really does help. And let's keep growing this channel together. Until then, hopefully you're outgrowing your balance and continue to do the dance. Do the dance, baby. Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm not going to throw you kisses today, unless you want the kisses. My kids were like, yeah, throw them the kisses. Make that your thing. And I'm like, that's just not me. It's Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.